This is the coolest aircraft in the world.
And certainly one of the baddest. The Apache helicopter carries a 30-millimeter cannon, shoots 2 3/4-inch rockets and Hellfire missiles. It is America's premier attack helicopter and may soon no longer be flying in Texas.
I think what's being done to the National Guard in particular is pretty short-sighted.
Which is why Major General William Len Smith, the commander of the Texas National Guard, is trying to stop the Army's plan to take all 192 Apaches from the Guard and replace them with just 111 Blackhawks, a utility helicopter.
You remember the old Army slogan, be all you can be. General Smith says these men and women signed up to fly Apaches, and he's worried if the Apaches go, so will the pilots.
Lieutenant Justin Hagel is one of those pilots. He first saw the Apache in a Houston hangar while his unit was responding to Hurricane Katrina. He immediately set his sights on a new target.
It's an adrenaline rush, it's excitement. When you're sitting up there in that front seat, the gun's right under you. So you can feel it shake you when it goes off.
Hagel's unit, the 1st Battalion, 149th Aviation Regiment, would lose 16 Apaches, which would then be replaced with just 5 Blackhawks.
I've seen Apaches fly before. I always thought it was kind of a distant dream. And then I saw them there in 2005 and figured out that that I can do it, and I went after it, and here I am. So I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world.
Taking the Apache, according to General Smith, not only takes the Texas National Guard out of a combat aviation role, it takes the entire National Guard out of a combat aviation role.
It makes the National Guard look different than the active duty. So they have formations that we don't have. And that is something we've tried over the last 30 years to not do.
It also cuts aviation capabilities by more than 2/3, which can directly affect you.
I don't know, but when you get here, come the Parkway. I'm standing in front of Kathy's house right now.
The 2nd of the 149th, the Black Hawk medevac unit, is instrumental in fighting wildfires, like the ones a couple of years ago at Camp Bullis and in Bastrop.
You know, we deal with not only the water bucket, but with the hoist system.
Lieutenant Joshua Tower carries the same enthusiasm for the Black Hawk, which is why he joined the Guard. But budget cuts mean cuts in numbers.
You know, fire season's about to start, so just getting the good training before, you know, in real world, whenever we're needed.
And more pilots than aircraft means less time in the cockpit.
If we lose them, then I guess, we'll have to go from there and see what happens then.
Something General Smith hopes to avoid, but he also knows it's the Army.
They don't want to fly Blackhawks, they want to fly Apaches. And so it puts a very hard decision on them. Do I stay doing something I may not be as happy doing? Or do I go do something else?